Good morning, everybody. Sorry about that. All right, this is the true power of the internet, and seems like right now Tony Robbins is trending on Twitter. This video is basically what a lot of my other videos about: the internet and the media twisting things around, taking things out of context, and trying to manipulate people with fake news. I'm going to play now the sound clip that BuzzFeed has posted, and after that I'm going to post a video of the woman that was involved with this, and then I'm going to read his open letter. So if you really want to know what's happening, and if you really want to get at least what I think is the truth of what's going on here with BuzzFeed and Tony Robbins, please watch the whole video.
She likes to call it emotional abuse. What the fuck is emotional abuse? Are we that fucking weak that someone can't tell you with passion what they fucking feel without them abusing you? Tell me about that. What led to that? What role did you play? I'm not suggesting there's any excuse for hitting women, so hear me. But I also want you to know that people don't just act a certain fucking way. But what I find when I usually dig in and I take the time, what they call abuse is a relabeling of they didn't like what the person said or did. Has he loved you? Has he looked out for you? Has he put up with you when you've been a crazy bitch? Have you ever been a crazy bitch? Ever? Probably. Shouldn't this guy be out strung up and shot? The way you described it, certainly should. And I would normally join you if I didn't know you were lying. Not that you're lying that he is not behaving ways that are great all the time, or even harsh. But just, I know by your body that you're lying. I know by the words, I know by the context that you're lying, because nobody is evil in every moment, or you wouldn't have been there for 7 years.
Listen to this video message to really relate to you the truth about my intervention with Tony Robbins, and to make sure that the truth comes out. See, BuzzFeed has contacted me to hear my opinion about my intervention with Tony, and actually what happened, and how was my experience. I related my experience. I told them how I had changed my life, how my life and the way I see everything around me has totally changed. I wrote a book in 27 days, made bestseller. He's helping thousands of people change their life, leave toxic relationships. And BuzzFeed just basically continues to try to use pieces of the intervention out of context to make their point, the point that they want to make regardless of the experience that I am relating. Tony and I had a very sacred moment in that intervention. He served me a lot. You know, I thank him for everything that, that has happened in my life thus far. I have put the work, but I couldn't have done it without that wake-up call that Tony gave me. So I am extremely thankful, extremely grateful to have my life in my hands again, and to be able to help others to do exactly the same. So to BuzzFeed and to everyone out there trying to judge experiences out of context and something that they haven't lived, I say to you, do not interfere in people's path and in people's healing, and let everyone choose the venue in which they want to grow. Thank you.
Okay, and here is the open letter that Tony Robbins has written to BuzzFeed. This letter is one that I would have preferred not to write. I've been the target of a year-long investigation by BuzzFeed. Unfortunately, your organization has made it clear to my team that you intend to move forward with publishing an inaccurate, agenda-driven version of the past, pierced with falsehoods. It is intended to disparage me personally, my family, my life's work, and the efforts of the millions of individuals around the globe who have taken this journey with me over the last 40 plus years. Please see this video with one person's account of how your reporters so eagerly tossed her truth aside. And that was the video you just saw. To put it in words of your own reporters, you are preparing to publish an article with the malicious intent to take Tony Robbins down. You have denied my team's request to meet with you in person to present key evidence that contradicts your false allegations. You do not seek the truth, you seek to further your agenda. After more than a year-long investigation by your online entertainment company, you allege that approximately 20 to 30 years ago, when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I was negligent with both my employees and individuals who chose to attend my seminars. You also allege through anonymous sources that I pursued conflicting intimate relationships. Your claims range for indistinct to ridiculous. We have evidence to prove that your reporters rejected and otherwise ignored factual accounts from several individuals you contacted. In some cases, those individuals were even harassed and lied to when their accounts did not align with BuzzFeed's predetermined thesis. What stands out, even in today's sea of misrepresentation and journalistic corner cutting, is the 2014 report by the Industry Standards, nonpartisan Pew Research Center, which cites BuzzFeed as the least trusted news source of them all. So it stands to reason that you presently facing financial, organizational, and management troubles. BuzzFeed is unapologetic, fueling the current cultural divide by targeting well-known individuals with false allegations to boost its readership and serve its shareholders. Let me be clear. While my open classroom therapeutic methods are not for everyone, and while I'm on my best day still only an imperfect human being, I have never behaved in a reckless, irresponsible, or malicious manner intimidated by false, unfounded, and incendiary allegations suggested by the BuzzFeed storytellers. Several individuals have contacted us to let us know that you attempted to manipulate their testimony and in some cases even ignored their legal counsel when they pointed out inaccuracies and mischaracterizations of their client's personal account at the hands of your reporters. Why didn't you listen to what these individuals had to say and instead chose to proceed with inverted truth as your central narrative? Your organization cannot claim objectivity or journalistic integrity when you've written ethics and standard policy claims that in activism issues there are not two sides. As we all know, in the context of a just democracy, there are always two sides. In my 6 decades on Earth, I've had the privilege to work with leaders like Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Princess Diana, presidents of countries, international companies, not to mention millions of dedicated human beings from over 100 countries around the world. Never in my life have I witnessed a cultural climate quite like the ones we're living in today. This is an era marked by a deeply divided environment where clickbait headline news is designed to instigate a polarized public, grab their attention, and incite minds on constant alert, waiting for the next notification to react and believe the worst. This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying since I started this channel. That the media is manipulating us in a way to polarize us, divide us, incite emotion, and it's just a nasty, nasty thing to do. The foundation of what we teach in my seminars and audio programs hinges on understanding the power and impact of human beliefs, the importance of clarifying one's value, and the constant effect that language has in shaping our emotions and lives. To understand how our country's discourse has deteriorated into constant conflict, consider the world's foremost dictionary recent Word of the Year selection. In 2016, Oxford's dictionary chose post-truth. In 2017, Collins' dictionary chose fake news. In 2018, Dictionary.com chose misinformation. He's right. That definitely shows, the sign of the times that we're in. The very heart of my life's work is empowering others to find the truth that sets them free. The honesty and authenticity to break through and expand. For more than 40 years, I've encouraged people to seek the tools of transformation, to grow into the men and women they dream to be in order to live the fulfilling lives they envision for their highest selves. Through the course of my career, more than 50 million people have utilized my teaching. This includes more than 4 million people who have attended live events in person. My record is nearly a half-century long. I stand on that. We need to start having a different nature of conversation in a very different way. Real change is nothing but finding new patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that meets our collective needs on a deeper level than the previous pattern. This current pattern is no longer serving our highest good. We demonize human beings for simply being human, and we learn from our mistakes, we will evolve. If we learn from our mistakes, we will evolve into better human beings. This is a very good point here that he's definitely saying. Amidst all the diverseness in the world today, I truly believe that in a yearning and a calling within all of us for a kinder way, a life of comparison, forgiveness, and a desire to live as brothers and sisters. I pray that out of all this, we can choose to unite rather than separate, to drop our judgments, criticisms, and look for the goodness in each other. We are all human beings doing the best we can. It's time we come together. Millions of people have experienced excuse me. Millions of people have experienced life-changing breakthroughs and transformations on our journeys of growth, and I invite them to join me now to stop BuzzFeed and others from tearing our society down by denying and mischaracterization the truth. Enough is enough. Tony Robbins. Below is a link to just one example of an individual who is frustrated by the ways your reporters tried to take 2 minutes of seminar footage out of context in order to frame my 2 hours of work with her as abusive rather than acknowledge her direct experience and testimony to you and how it positively, profoundly changed her life. So there you have it, guys. You have what BuzzFeed, I guess they chopped the audio to make it sound a certain way. Don't get me wrong. This guy, Tim Robbins, he is a tough love type of guy. But he gets the job done. And sometimes it takes tough love to help, the people that you want to help, to be helped, and to get your message across, to get it to sink into their heads. So that's what I think happened here. You saw the woman from her own testimony. You see what's been going on. Tony Robbins has been trying to get his side of the story to BuzzFeed. And this isn't the first time BuzzFeed does this. They've been doing this for quite a while already. Again, guys, the sad part is that they put this out and a lot of people are going to not do the due diligence and they're going to come away thinking that Tony Robbins is a bad guy, which is not the case at all. And it didn't take much digging, guys. It literally took less than 30 seconds to find her video and to see his open letter and to get a good idea. So it's not like you have to do hours of research to find the truth. It takes less than a minute. You know, so please, guys, be careful of what you read. We're living in an age where minds can be changed and manipulated with ease. So please keep that in mind every time you are reading or looking at something on the internet. That's about it, guys. Have a great day and goodbye.